So yeah, good evening. Let me close that door. It's okay. Let's go. The room feels different, eh? You know, the people from stylists deco, they have been redoing our house. And this office, they were supposed to paint it today. But you see those curtains behind, the curtains that you are seeing behind, it is courtesy of Stylies. I should have written the name properly. Stylies. Is it Stylies Deco? They are the ones that have done those curtains. They look beautiful, don't they? Look. Yeah. They are the ones that put that curtain. They are changing this office. You know, this is my home office. So, you know, they are trying to do this and that. There is paint here. You know, they are coming to paint tomorrow so that it looks nice. Yeah, so thanks, Sandra. You have been doing a good job. Today I was not with you when you were working, but I've seen what you have done. It's quite good. When they are done, I will take pictures and then show you how they have changed everything around here. So yeah, let's get into it. I've got a few. Oh no, where is my phone? I need to get the other phone because I need to call some people. I need to call some people. Now I didn't even write their number. I need to get the number from here. I need to get the number from here. Yeah. Yes, we have talk time. Sorry guys, I need to get the number from here so that Hello? Hello, Mudi ready? Hello, Mudi ready? Okay, just hold on a bit. Now, let me just give a background. I'll call you within 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so basically the first thing that I want to talk about the people of Chingola. Now, you know, most of the times when we are talking about these things, they look like, it's malanda kanwafye, like it is just politicking. But look, my brothers and sisters, what I talk about here is not just about politicking. No, I talk about the reality of the people out there. What I bring here, it's not something that I generate from my head or from my imaginations. I talk about real life situations. And at the moment, people in Chingola, majority people in Chingola are suffering. Why are they suffering? They are suffering as a result of the mismanagement and indecisiveness of President Hakainde Hichilema. And I mentioned President Hakainde Hichilema because he is the man in charge of this country. I'm not interested in the small boys like Abena Kabuswe. I'm not interested in them. I'm interested in the main man. Because that is the man, especially President Hakainde Hichilema. President Hakainde Hichilema is a hands-on man. He holds this government in his hands, such that some of these people, they are ministers, but they have very little to do. They have very little, to decide on many issues. The person that decides ni Hakainde Hichilema. And you see the difference that we have now. When we had President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, we were complaining that we have too many cadres using presidential powers because President Edgar Chagwa Lungu allowed his ministers to make decisions. And some of them, indeed, they abused that power. And I'm glad that at least with President Edgar Lungu, we even saw some of these people going to court. Whilst in this government, they are doing all sorts of corruption, abuse of power. Hakainde Hichilema is protecting them. So, but what I'm talking about is the issue of Chingola. In Chingola, abantu balechula. Imweba UPND. Can you look at the copper belt? The copper belt is bad. The copper belt is bad. People in Mufrila, Iriamopani, it's a mess. In Kitwe, it's a mess. I went through that ECLMO, if you remember last time. That ECLMO is a white elephant. There are no people trading there. There is no business. A number of businesses have gone down. They have gone down. Then you come to Chingola. It's all poverty. Things are bad in the copper belt. And this is not a joke. This is not a joke. Hakainde Hichilema, you are starving the people of the copper belt. You are starving the people of the copper belt. The people in the copper belt are not happy with you because you are really messing them up. You are messing them up by not looking at the mines. That is a mine area. So people are relying on the mines. But at the moment, those mines, it's a mess. In Mopani as well as KCM. Now, the problem that is there, if you look at it from my point of view, and today I'll be kind of comparing Edgar Lungu and HH, because the other time I said Edgar Lungu is 5 times better than Hakainde Hichilema, and people were arguing. And I want to show you that Edgar Lungu was far much better than Hakainde Hichilema. You see, Edgar Lungu was making decisions. He was making decisions. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. For Mopani, since Hakainde Hichilema came into power, they have not decided. They don't know what to do with Mopani. They don't know. They don't know what to do with Mopani. Move away from there. Look at KCM. They don't know what to do with KCM. When they came in, they said, no, we are not going to give back to Vedanta. Then they went to South Africa. No, Vedanta, they are the owners of the mine and so on and so forth. They came back. Recently, we heard that minister saying, no, Vedanta, they have to come back. They went to court. They settled it outside court. They reached some consent orders. But there is still nothing that is currently going on. That is the issue. There is nothing that is currently going on. Last time I gave you statistics of how Milingo Lungu salvaged KCM and brought back to life, Konkola, is it open, and then is it in Changa or whatever, and then the smelter, and the production went up such that, they started doing well. Now everything has gone down. Everything has gone down. Suppliers were being paid under Milingo Lungu. They were being paid. Nomba uyumayo mwaletako. Now I cannot really even blame that liquidator because she's just there. She's just there as a rubber stamp. She's not doing anything. So she's not even making any decisions the way Milingo Lungu was making decisions. But during the time of Edgar Lungu, things were happening. Edgar Lungu knew what he was doing. Edgar Lungu was decisive. But Hakainde Hichilema is not decisive. And if you want to argue with me, argue with time. Look how long it has been since Hakainde Hichilema came into power and there is nothing that is happening at Mopani, there is nothing that is happening at KCM. And on top of that, people now are not getting paid. Mumayanda Mulinsala, people have gone without being paid for 8 months, some of them, in Chingola. How are people surviving? Because KCM is not able to pay liquidators. If you want to give back to Vedanta, give Vedanta, make a decision. If you want to give Vedanta, give Vedanta. If you have got other people, give them so that we can move with this. People can start having a livelihood. And when they told me earlier on, when they called me, I told them that I'll call you during my program so that you can speak for yourselves. People won't, because sometimes in Gandelanda, you think that I'm just being political. I want to call these people so that Valande, Avene, how what their issues are in Chingola. I'm calling them. Hello? Hello? They can't manage the phone. Therefore, abantu. Hello?
Hello,
oh, good, very good. So apa ninkwata program yandile nkwata ubushikwirya.
Hello?
Apa ninkwata program yankwata ubushiku mleo mfwa. So therefore amulande mwibishanye mwebene so that wonfwe finshi vile chitika kuchingoloko. Finshi vile chitika landeni. Mkwai, na balande finshi vile chitika kuchingola.
Nataka
mkwai.
Uwafia tukwete kuchingola. Especially mumani. Uwafia bulipowa kwevati. Twankwata problem kuma contractors kwa bomba mchingola. N'obwafia bwakulira kuukana alipirwa impira on time. Abantu barabomba come to Chingola, a lot of contractors abali mukatumu ukufola kwa ndalama. It is something if chitika abantu when they go slow, that's when they are being paid. Abantu bamo na londolola, for example, security party, kwa diwa Delta Post, kwa diwa Magnum, kwa diwa Amsefty, bandi balishara behind 2 months, bandi 3 months, kwa kulipiwa ndalama, but they are still working. Yasema contractors, tabalipirwa, takwa kulipirwa, management ya kesi mpelele ndalama kwa ilefwa ila. And the issue here is Bishop ya Kwebati, I'm a direct employee, our KTM. Bena, Balakona on time. Tawa Bishop, don't about 25 in the Chilufya Tayali. Number, if we have contractors, we can see more of contractors. And you know very well, Mr. Tayali, that the contractors are not mentioned for workers. No matter if despite getting lower salaries, lower salary na ena, taita panisha, iwa ya kupapa tomuntu wa chulila, salary, aliwombela na pakupoka na perambo kuichulila. So, if we settle insurance contractors, why charge it?
Pero niko na bambi muliko mweka paliko na bambi abalevo kulanda tumfwe. Ndefwa na tisupa wile niko fast ndefwa ndande ko fini.
So eto tulela ngakota kwebati. Uwatia ama ona le bozi wonte. Nemkwai ama ona le bozi wonte bali show uwati ko tulechitamu.
Banani ko mwaiba. Banani baona lebo mwai bapo.
Badisi balishiba.
Bachirundika balishiba. Bachipoka mulenga balishiba. Nabani bambi. Anyway, I think basically you have heard the issue that I just wanted. This man called me earlier, and he's not the only one who has been calling. A number of people have been calling, and that's why I wanted that they speak for themselves. But the issue really here with KCM is that Hakainde Hichilema, you were very clear on this one. You said you knew what you are going to do with KCM. But 1 year, 4 months in power, you still have not made a decision on KCM. What's going on? From my point of view, it's like you want to keep KCM so that I know people are benefiting out of what is coming of KCM. They are benefiting. You are accusing Lungu of stealing, but you are the people who are stealing now. You are accusing Lungu of stealing, but you are the people who are stealing. I don't want to talk about the cases that are in court, but I know those cases that are in court, basically, let me not touch on that one. Let me not go there first. I'll come back to the issues that are currently happening in court, because I saw one document. I'm not very sure. I need to confirm. There is a document that somebody sent me of what happened in court, where a judge was expressing her own sentiments, where a judge was expressing her own sentiments, but I will not dwell so much on that for tonight. The point that I want to bring home tonight is that, can we move on KCM and Mopani? Can we move? You can't continue being because some people have been saying, no, Hakainde Hichilema is just came into power, give him time. KCM and Mopani, these are issues that you can easily decide on. Can you make a decision so that we know where we are going? People are being held in limbo. They are wondering where KCM and Mopani is going. Can you move in and do the right thing? Ngamule ishtisha mwewe nishtisha so that we can know that namu ishtisha. Ngamule pela bambi, let us know what is going on there. You are subjecting people to poverty. The next issue that I want to talk about, moving away from that, is a policy issue. The issue of ZESCO. I have seen people celebrating ZESCO. They have issued a statement that load shedding has finished, and they want to claim the credit like it's this government that has sorted out the problem. Well, the problem has been there. The PF left this problem, but they did a number of things. They brought on board a number of power generation plants. This they did. Edgar Lungu brought in more plants, power generation. Since UPND came into power, UPND has not built one power plant. They have never, power generation plant, they have never. And we had load shedding because you were exporting electricity. That's why we had load shedding. And we told you that stop exporting electricity, and you were adamant because you are interested in profit. Today, you have turned around. You are now importing electricity. And my question to you is that, how much money did you generate out of exporting electricity? And how much money are you going to spend to import electricity? This is my humble question. I know you will never respond. Instead, you start talking about my wife, whatever. But Zambians, you who are listening, don't you think you deserve to know how much money they got out of exporting electricity? Don't you think you need to know? I'm sure you would love to know how much money this government generated out of exporting electricity whilst they were subjecting us to load shedding. We were being load shedded for how many hours was that? 8 hours load shedding. That 8 hours that we were being load shedded, electricity was being exported. How much did we get out of it? How much did you get out of it? And now you are importing electricity. How much are you going to spend? These are genuine questions that any reasonable person would appreciate. We want to know, how much money did you make out of the selling of electricity whilst we are having load shedding? And then this time around you are importing electricity. How much money are you going to spend in importing electricity? Those are questions that I'm asking. I'm coming to the issue of the joint investigation team. Before I talk about what happened today, where Dariso was brought in, I want to talk about this, the legality of the joint investigation team. This joint investigation team, from my understanding, I stand to be corrected by those abafukulile nsakwe. This joint investigation team is an illegal entity, because which law backs the joint investigation team? Which law? Which law backs the joint investigation team? If you talk about the Anti-Corruption Commission, there is an act. If you talk about DEC, there is an act. If you talk about the police, they are part of the constitution. Now, our joint investigation team, what is their legal basis? And I'm talking about this because today, I was shocked that our joint investigation team, they are at the command center. You know, the command center is the new building which was built by Edgar Lungu. A new building, a very beautiful building next to the office of the president. You know, the red brick, the famous red brick. It is just near there. And the access to that place, due to its sensitivity, was well thought of actually. You enter it through Skanze camp. You have to go into Skanze and then enter there. And I think it was well thought of. Now, I was shocked today that the JIT has been given offices at the command center. I'm wondering what is their legal basis? What is their legal basis? Zambians, we should not be emotive. A state is run by the constitution. You need to follow the constitution. Whatever government does, it must be backed by the law. I am asking, what is the law backing this JIT, Joint Investigation Team? What is the law backing this? That you are even giving them a floor on a very sensitive building, the nerve center of our security. You have given them a place there. What is the backing of this? Those of you who know these things, can we know the legality? What is backing this? Because like I've told you, the Anti-Corruption Commission, FIC, the police, and which one? DEC, they are backed by the law. They are backed by the law. But what about this? What about this JIT? What is their backing? This is an illegal entity. This is an illegal entity, which is not even supposed to be where they are there, which is even not supposed to be summoning people. But because Hakainde Hichilema, this is the issue with Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema he thinks that running a country, it is just whatever, you know, if you are not it must happen. If you are not it must happen. That's why he doesn't even see the need for him to move into State House. He doesn't see the need. That's why he has even created, that bodyguard from Beijing who works even in places where he's not supposed to. I mean, everything that you do as a president must be backed by the law. Everything that you do must be backed by the law. But Hakainde Hichilema is fond of, abrogating the law. He ignores the law. He does what he wants. But no, Hakainde Hichilema, Zambia is not your private company. No, Zambia is not a private company. Zambia is a country for all of us. And that's why we have the law, that whoever is in State House must follow the law. So, Egypt ichi organization mwale taba Hakainde Hichilema. Today, Pushokobati, what is the law backing it? I don't see the law backing this joint investigation team. I don't see. I was trying to check. I can't see. There's nothing. So if it has no legal basis, why keep it? Why keep this joint investigation team? JIT. This is a fake organization. This is an illegal organization. It must be disbanded. Let us go back to our traditional investigative wings. We are not lacking investigative wings to follow up these cases. We are not lacking them. The problem which is there is that Hakainde Hichilema wants to do things by himself. Everything he wants to do it. That's why he's creating these illegal institutions. And by the way, I want to talk to my friend Mary Chirwa. What has happened to Mary Chirwa? What has happened to Mary Chirwa? My sweet Mary Banana, what happened? You are no longer appearing here and there, here and there. What has happened? This is Hakainde Hichilema. I told you, Mary Chirwa, I told you that Hakainde Hichilema is misleading you and bakakupushisha fena nkane career. Bakakuona wila career. Because at that time he was busy, giving you instructions. Hey, Chtef. And you were thinking that you were loved by Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema doesn't love anyone. Hakainde Hichilema only loves money. Hakainde Hichilema only loves money. He doesn't love people. He doesn't love people. He loves money. And that is not defamation. No. I mean, he's a capitalist. The man is a capitalist. That's why he's able to sell electricity. That's why, he's able to participate in privatization. I'm a company washtisha, but the money, we don't know where the money has gone, and only him emerges rich because he loves money more than people. That is why Hakainde Hichilema is able to increase fuel to the levels that most of you cannot afford. And for him, as long as business is happening, that is okay. He loves money. That is why Hakainde Hichilema is able to increase mtengo wa bunga to over 200. And he doesn't care. You can be crying all you want. As long as money is coming in, he doesn't care. That's why Hakainde Hichilema is able to increase the connection fees of electricity to levels that most of us cannot afford. Because he doesn't love people, he loves money. Hakainde Hichilema loves money, not you. Mulaivepa. So you are Mary Chirwa mwale mwale mwana kwati Hakainde Hichilema. Ane myumfa wino chabana shani nga mwaku ya mwalanda muchitonga mwamfa wino. Number, where are you? Because I know why I'm talking about you, Mary Chirwa. I know that Hakainde Hichilema Adimibika Kuwaya is now looking for new people. It won't be long. I'm making a prophecy. One prophecy just went through. I'm making a prophecy very soon. Mukamana Mary Banana at fired. Because according to Hakainde Hichilema thought that, when he puts Mary Banana there, Mary Banana will just be getting people and throw them in jail. But they are now frustrated because even if they send Mary to do something, Mary has to follow the law. Mary has to follow the law. In as much as you want Mary to do this, Mary cannot just pick people from the streets and send them to prison. No, she can't do that. She has to do it within the confines of the law. And that has frustrated Hakainde Hichilema. Muapatira mo Mary Banana because munemona what Mary Banana is the one who's not performing. No. And Mary Banana was also very excited. She was like, I know where the graves are. But unfortunately, the information that you had was half-baked information. No, Milingolungu let men out of the country. I let them out of the Shire out of the country, Shire out of the country. Because they are paying this one. Hey, now send the 4 million. Mwisam pili bulama buku mwasanga tijadi linkongoni. Bali kongweni. Hey, shana shanyuku. Hey, whatever, proceed of crime. Mwisam checking mwasanga to know if it is genuine. At the end of the day, you are failing to convict anyone because you had wrong information. And Hakainde Hichilema was also feeding on wrong information. And now he's frustrated. And now he's looking at you like you're not performing. Me, I know you, Mary Banana. You are very hardworking. I know. You are very hardworking. But unfortunately, you were zealous. You were overzealous when Hakainde Hichilema brought you closer. And now the same man wants to eat you because he's frustrated. But what you are doing, you are just following the law. And then the court processes, you must be followed, unfortunately. So, nonetheless, at the end of the day, my appeal to Hakainde Hichilema is that follow the law. Follow the law. Don't just do things anyhow. We have the police. We have the Anti-Corruption Commission. We have DEC. We have FIC. Use those institutions not to be creating these illegal entities that you are creating. And you see, this is now why today we had confusion. Today there was confusion. When Daliso was summoned. Now, Wakapokola, they were issuing a statement as if Daliso just went there to check to say, I want my cars. No, it's not that. There is a letter which I posted. He was called by the Anti-Corruption Commission. They called him. But when they went there, the Anti-Corruption Commission were not there. The Anti-Corruption Commission, they were not there. The only people that were there are the police. Because Vakapokola ewa wale bomfya sana. Vakapokola wale bomfya sana. But the Anti-Corruption Commission, they were not there. They were the ones who called Daliso. And if anything, Daliso should have gone to the Anti-Corruption Commission. But because of the illegality and the confusion that Hakainde Hichilema has caused, we ended up having a situation whereby nothing happened there. Daliso was not questioned. And basically, they are talking about cars that Daliso had in the company that they ran. They are talking about cars which belong to the company where Daliso is the director. This is the investigation. The whole investigation was about cars. I want you people to know, because most of the times, they tend to sensationalize these things. And some of you praise singers, you talk about, he's not above the law, whatever. I want you to know that cars. Now, honestly speaking, imomwe bantu. Mulenje wakwebantu, Daliso, a person who used to work for ZRA, a person who has been in business for some time, the son of the president, are you telling me he can fail to own cars? Are you telling me Daliso can be like me to have one car? So, Ishimila and Duishi, these cases, most of you who think that they are cases, there are no cases. There are no cases. There are no cases. Hakainde Hichilema tabakwate Milan dupali wa Edgar Lungu. Tabakwate Milan. Kufwa ilishafe because Hakainde Hichilema is failing to rule this country. Hakainde Hichilema is failing to control the economy of this country. Hakainde Hichilema has messed up, commodities. Now, one number. A family of 5, therefore, like 9,000. That is what is needed. Cost of living has gone so high. A lot of things are in a mess. It is a total mess. And Hakainde Hichilema, instead of concentrating on that, Yo Edgar Lungu aliba, yo ba PF Chabanashani, yo ba PF Chabanashani. But mwebantu, for how long are you going to continue pointing at PF when you have been in power for more than, now we are getting to 1 year, 5 months? For how long? And okay, if Edgar Lungu has got cases, I mean, honestly, over 1 year, 5 months, you can't bring out those cases. You can't bring out those cases. I told you here, Nati, I told you, before I was arrested, I told you here that I have reliable information that Valefwa Iriksha, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, this is not about Daliso. Forget about Daliso. It's not about Daliso. It is about Edgar Lungu. I had the information with my own intelligence. Na nilikuwa powerful intelligence ine. Ishirande yenu Hakainde Hichilema. Ilia yenu. Ine na nilikuwa intelligence ya ndinaini. And my intelligence informed me that Mlefwa wa Lungu, you want to drag Edgar Lungu into your mess. You want Edgar Lungu to launder your failures. You want to bring Edgar Lungu in discussion. You want Edgar Lungu to be verified, to be hated by the people. But listen to this, Hakainde Hichilema. Edgar Lungu cannot be hated. Edgar Lungu's activities and works can be clearly seen by people of Zambia. Vali monefia chita. Ngai mwafinshi mule chita. People are seeing also what you are doing. People are seeing what you are doing. And they will judge you by what you are doing. They will not judge you by what Edgar Lungu did. They will judge you by what you are doing. Your actions is what they will judge you on. Edgar Lungu, they will judge him on his actions. And at this point in time, Hakainde Hichilema, I am telling you, you are messing it up. You are digging your own political grave, Hakainde Hichilema. You are digging your own political grave. You are digging your own political grave. You are digging your own political grave, Hakainde Hichilema. You are going down. Apa, you are going down. With Chilufya Tayali, without Chilufya Tayali, Hakainde Hichilema imemulea panshi. You are going 5 feet under politically. You are going 5 feet under politically. No, you are doing this. You know what? People love you. You are wasting your time. You are gone. You are gone. So what you are doing, Uliamulea mkusonsomba Edgar Lungu, ndanieva lionse, that mulaile telela, na mwishima mdala. Nifefe kwa tu wapoko mwana kashi kumunobe. The stupid thing that you can do is to always be talking about the ex-husband. That is the most stupid thing that you can do. Nga wapoko mwana kashi wapoka gero wamuleta panganda, na ngwaba ni gero owe. Every day, you are on the party with your guy. Hey, so guy over at Chan. Hey, I'm on a guy over here. Hey, we don't do that. We don't do that. Ngawa senda nishwa senda. Deal with that woman. Treat that woman well. Let that woman forget about that guy. Such that ngamu professional about it's for confirmation nationally. I don't even want to hear his name. Aba ume aba ishibo kuvombe nchito ofo tuchitaifwe ngawa senda gelo. You make sure that ngawalu mbuleshina dakwa ex umwana kasha sasuka imwe ishifana kuli mfweshine nomba imwe ba Hakainde Hichilema ni mwa bana kuntanji mupitiro kuyo Edgar Lungu ubunga mwalunda Edgar Lungu amalaiti load shedding yo Edgar Lungu amala nani kane fuel yo Edgar Lungu. Come on, Amdala. At which point are you going to stop and are you going to take responsibility? When are you going to be the president of this country? When are you going to be the president? Tamwashi nkishana numba 1 year, you are getting to 1 year 5 months. Na numba tamla shini mchakimowa kateka. Na numba you can't, tamwashi nkishana Amdala. That's why turemye bela tukukile new state house. liminga makukila kwa mu state house fyala Afrika ato oke ndi mu state house pantu apa awa mdala apa wa mdala pa feel bad mdala feel bad so mwamona lelo mwachimufumya Edgar na lelanda the other day I was saying Edgar Lungu na ole fumako shani ule fumako and you saw what happened today. He came out and the people were just running to him chani kisungwichi but they were just all over him. They were just all over him. Look at social media, the way it's breaking. Achifuma for how many hours? For how many hours? To achuma 10 o'clock. By 2 hours, just within 2 hours. 2 hours, chalo just snatch 10. Tegi ashidonse, dilifeda kwa Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu mule sonsomba. And in Damieva, I tell you, that with your failures, you are surviving because Edgar Lungu is so gracious. Because if Edgar Lungu was doing politics, Hakainde Hichilema if you're not fishing cave, and what I'm telling you here, this is the truth. This is the truth. It's not about what. It's not about what. I am a concerned citizen. I am a patriot. I love this country. I want peace in this country. And I'm telling you, that man, ukula sonsomba, mukaleto lwa isulo mushi. Mwamfo Hakainde Hichilema. I don't know how I can say that in English, in Shishiri, but in them never. Ulia Edgar Lungu mule sonsomba, mukaleto lwa isulo mushi. Mukaleto lwa isulo mushi wa mdalawa, nami papat. Ulia munenu alimieva. Ukwewa tingana liviro lupia. Government mwachecheta yafuma tyo apa walibire po 5 million wabika mtumba mukese njikata alilanda he has said it. And even today I spoke to him. I went to his house afterwards and he said it. He told us there with other people. He said, I am ready for Hakainde Hichilema and all these investigative wings. Let them just come and say, walibire 5 million, panangu walibire tungwe. I'm ready for them. That's all I want. Instead of them following my children, instead of them following my wife, let them come straight to me. And even on this company, he said it, he told us clearly. He told us, I was not alone, there were other people. He said, this company, the one who has been running it, it's Daliso. But I am behind Daliso. He said it. He said, I'm behind Daliso. Because I was president. Daliso is the one that runs Tuma family businesses. He's the one who does it. And what we do, it is not in secret. We do it like anybody else. He has been doing it like anybody else. He was saying, how can we fail to buy vehicles? Even before I became president, I was a lawyer. I was a successful lawyer. I had many properties. He said it. And later on, I was a minister. And I became president. How can people be following me over vehicles? He knows, and we know, even like my intelligence told me, that it's not Daliso they want. It is Edgar Lungu. But find Mdala, the issue that I'm telling you, Hakainde Hichilema, the issue that I'm telling you is that this is not the right time to start messing around with that man. Because that man so far, he stands shoulder high than you. Shoulder higher than you. It's Sungu Wino Wino. Edgar Lungu stands higher shoulders than you. Edgar Lungu's work can be seen. We were struggling and we thought we were suffering. And Zambians thought no, to achula sana. When we were buying millennium at 130 kwacha, we said it's too much. Even you, Hakainde Hichilema, came in and said 130 is too much. I'm going to reduce millennium up to 50 kwacha. You said it to Hakainde Hichilema. You said it. I'm going to reduce millennium up to 50 kwacha. when during the time of Edgar Lungu, we were buying mili meal at 130 kwacha. When you came in, I'm going to sell mili meal at 30 kwacha, at 50 kwacha. That's what you said. That's what you said. And today, ubunga nishinga ni 200 kwacha. You have increased, within this short time that you have been in power, you have increased ubunga by 70 kwacha ba Hakainde Hichilema. When you were supposed to sell it at 50 kwacha, at least kanshi, nganamu uwe shako, ulipali 70 kwacha. But you have added 70 kwacha to mili meal. This is really bad. So this man surely is far much better than you. Now, ngufya wingawa praising our shani. What are you going to say, Pavunga? What are you going to say? What are you going to say, Pavunga? What has made the prices of mili meal to go up to 200 kwacha? If it's not bad governance, what has made it? What has made it? You are a mess of a government, and this is a fact. You can hate me, you can say whatever it is, but you are a mess, you are a disaster of a government. In every way. Even those who talk about free education, it's nonsense. It's 200 kwacha. And you have compromised the quality of education. It's so bad out there. You have messed up with your 200 kwacha. You have messed up things. From there, we can talk about number, even this fertilizer. We can talk about it. It was a mess. Corruption, full. Then we can talk about people getting paid now. People are not getting paid. In your government, people are not getting paid. Abantu bale chula. Hakainde Hichilema, abantu bale chula. So surely at this point in time, you cannot afford to be messing around with Edgar Lungu. He is the wrong person to be messing around with. Mess around with other people. Mess around with us. But not Edgar Lungu. Not Edgar Lungu. It won't be nice. It won't be nice. Mukanjibukisha. Leave the man in peace. Because that man, if that man will come out, if that man comes out, 2 hours he came out. Just imagine, I know you are watching. I know you are watching Just think for a moment. Edgar Lungu says, I'm going to have a rally in Heroes Stadium. Just think, just imagine for a moment. Edgar Lungu, I'm going to have a rally in Heroes Stadium. Just imagine that. Just imagine. Maybe tuke sheko, let's try. Edgar Lungu akakwateko rally. One rally, let's try. Ngakuti mwa isuminishi. Pamtuna bakapokola bakala tota, namu batumatika vya nke kateni, bakala tota, they will be happy. Because even bakapokola, they were happier. Muni Edgar Lungu, they were happier. They are very sad, bakapokola, they are very sad in your government. You have treated them so bad. Tamakwatano Luse. The civil servants, vale chula. A lot of civil servants, vale chula. Mwarike no kubapere debt swap. In Nepal, debt swap, charging kalipa. No, you'll be able to subtract it to make a deduction from your pension. Which one? Mythomania, ubufi. When you think that you can run a country, move. You cheated. You cheated these civil servants. That no, you can go and withdraw. Can they go and withdraw? Where is the law? Because that thing, pensions is under the law. So you can't just wake up and do whatever. You must follow the law. Where is the law backing that policy of yours? But civil servants vale chula. Ama civil servants vale chula bamdala. I don't even blame you for moving around with a chair. To aliumfwa atichi puna mulendane techi puna. Tamwika la pafi puna fya ku State House. Mulatina tiktu babibikira for something. I can understand you. The people who are complaining, most of the people who are complaining among civil servants, Baku State House. Ku State House, they are busy complaining there. They wrote me Chilete Church Tali explaining to my allowances Vafola at Nefia Kudia Tana. They told me that you have even slashed Chilufya Kudia. Ushava Hakainde Hichilema Mwabasha Mkanjai. Mwabasha ni Hakainde Hichilema. Mulefu abantu Baku State House, bale ya kumatewe tamukuli ya wadi shua. Abantu Baku State House, ababomba mu State House, bale ya mukuli ya wadi kumatewe to. You have cut mlewa tanina kumonefia Kudia. They are complaining. You know, workers at State House are complaining. They complained. They have told me. They are complaining. Civil servants there. They are saying the West civil servants, yes, we work at State House, and the people think that we are enjoying. No, things are bad now for us. But things are bad. If you are na mujuba, kwani wo muteko wa so sure? Aba ku State House bale amkula li wali matebe to sure. I can understand. Nomba kumwenzo. If in deranda na mwisho no kwishiba. Ushalenda bomba ku State House tamwenda na chipuna. Mulenda na chipuna wa mudala, mulenda na chipuna na driver, ulenda na chipuna ni mwishiba. Neshina kutina mulumbula papeni. Uenda na chipuna, mulenda na chipuna wa mudala kumwenzo. Why? How can you lead a country like that? Treat people good. Treat people good. Once you treat them well, you won't be scared of that shpuna. You won't need that bodyguard from Beijing. Katushinga nisango mawenu katuishi. You won't need him. Because people will love you. People will love you. But because you are treating people so bad, you are so scared. And you are causing more problems. You are going to Edgar Lungu. Mukula son komona Edgar Lungu. Mukula son komona Edgar Lungu. Te kwa son komona kula mdala. Ndeko wa kufechishinga. Ishile langi la plan wakati Edgar Lungu shani ndamumfabu ino. Fishing kafe mdala. Fishing kafe. Even you, when you were in opposition, I used to speak for you. I used to tell Walungu to say, if you want to start a just like I'm telling you that what you are doing, Mukula son somba Edgar Lungu, it's not right. And even the people that you are sending, they are not happy. They are not happy. So, leave this for Hakainde Hichilema. Leave this. Let that man be. Let that man be. And don't forget, President Edgar Lungu is still president of PF. He's still president of PF. Ndefa mumfuikishe. Mouse, now ishibeche. Maozi, Edgar Lungu is still president of PF. He's still president of PF. So ngalefo kuingiramu. He doesn't need to do anything. He doesn't need to do anything. He doesn't need to do anything. And besides, you can't be talking about no holding pensions and whatever. What pension? Because you have even not given him that pension. You have not even given him that pension. You have not given him the vehicles. You haven't set up his office yet. You haven't. So some of you people, you are so misled, so misinformed, so unschooled, so ignorant that you can dare be talking about some of you, and I'm speaking in general, some of you, you are so ignorant, you are so arrogant, you are so ungrateful that you can even be talking about questioning, the legitimacy of Given Luwinda. To say no, Given Luwinda is not a president. He's not backed by law of the PF. Given Luwinda did not choose himself to say, I'm going to be acting president. No. Given Luwinda is acting on behalf of Edgar Lungu. What Given Luwinda does, he does it for and on behalf of Edgar Lungu. Therefore, mumfu ikishie. Mwewa nkoma matui. Bampula muminue imwe. Na muishiva. Mwewa lea kuma koti. at yo, given Luvinda Takwetamaka, given Luvinda is acting for and on behalf of Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu is the president of PF. But since he's like on sabbatical, he has appointed somebody to be acting for him. And given Luvinda, time and again, he consults with Edgar Lungu. Given Luvinda doesn't usually make decisions by himself. He goes to consult to Edgar Lungu. So only a fool would hold given Luvinda fully responsible for whatever actions. Because those actions, they are blessed by Edgar Lungu. They are blessed by Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu is there. He's the president of PF. So even some of you who are busy, some of you are busy campaigning, wanting to be president, you have to take it easy. You have to take it easy. You have to get the blessings of Edgar Lungu. Because Edgar Lungu, if he wants, if he never Hakainde Hichilema, he can just say, come on, to hell with you. I'm the president, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to run the party. He can do it. He can do it. He has every legal right to do that. He has it. So why are you, trying to be traitors, trying to be mercenaries, trying to be hired guns? Why are you trying to do that? You unappreciative people, you people who were picked from the gutters, Vami Sambika, Vami Panga, today you have the courtesy, to start challenging the leadership of the party that salvaged you. This party had to, discriminate some of us. I remember how I cried that time when they disqualified me on time. Because they said, no, you just never know the support that Tayali might have. And they kicked me out. They disqualified me to have a person like Mao Sampa to be mayor. By that time, Mao Sampa, waledi efiani. Waledi efiani. As vegetables. Where were you, Maos? PF brought you up. They brought you up. Afterwards, Baku became member of parliament. Nobody wants to be president. But some of the things that you are doing, they are killing the party. You are acting like a hard gun, coming to destabilize PF. And I want to warn about PF that whilst we are talking about Maos, I can assure you, Maos is not the only one. I don't want to mention names, but Namu Ishmamweven. I don't want to mention names, but Namu Ishmamweven. You people who want to destroy PF, don't destroy PF, because people are looking up to PF and other political parties. They are looking up to PF and other political parties, including Economic and Equity Party, to redeem them from the failures of Hakainde Hichilema, from the dictatorship of Hakainde Hichilema. They are looking up to PF and other political parties. So you move a mouse. UPND, Kavian Kadiana UPND. Not to call Naula. The only hope that people have, is PF at the moment. And of course, other political parties. That's why some of us, we are not PF. I'm president of Economic and Equity Party. And I'm going to be part of the next government. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to be part of the next government. We are going to form a coalition. I don't know if it's a coalition or an alliance, whatever it is. Zambia first. And all political parties, we must, come together and make sure we get power from Hakainde Hichilema and serve the Zambian people. Serve the Zambian people. So, I think pretty much This is what I wanted to say. On KCM, I'm seeing this government that, you know, people are suffering and they can't decide. They are so bad that they can't make a decision. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. On ZESCO, can we know how much money did you make as you were exporting electricity? And how much money are you spending to import electricity? On the joint investigation team, we are saying that is an illegal institution. That is an illegal institution. Can we do away with it and deal with the institutions that we know? Let's deal with the institutions that we know. On the issue of Daliso, it is not Daliso that they want. I told you, I said it even before, that it's not Daliso they want. It is President Edgar Lungu. But I'm telling you that Ukula Sonsomba Edgar Lungu, at this point in time, Hakainde Hichilema, you are digging your own political grave. Because what may come out of this, you may not like it. Not because Edgar Lungu is doing anything, no. But people are seeing what is currently going on. People cannot be fooled. You cannot fool people at your mulechula nensala mulandwa kwa Edgar Lungu. And yet they know that Edgar Lungu ashirobunga pali 130. Edgar Lungu ashirobunga pali 130. Era mwise mubabe pesha tiyo ubunga uli 200 kwacha because of Edgar Lungu. Mulengi amati baka fiufu abantu ifi. Do you think people will agree with you to say no, you are suffering because of Edgar Lungu, and yet Edgar Lungu left ubunga pali 130. Fuel pali 15 kwacha, 17 kwacha. Imo Africa kuli 30 kwacha. You think people will hear you? They will not hear you. Hearken to this. Hearken to this. Stop messing around with that man. You are digging your own political grave. Concentrate on the economy. Concentrate on paying the business community. Concentrate on paying the government workers and listening to their problems. These civil servants, they have got problems. Imama civil servants, they have got problems. Which problems you are not sorting out? You still haven't united them. Valentine Ileisa. People are still, living in different areas. You said you are going to unite them. Up to today, you have not united couples. You said you are going to bring back those who were fired. Instead, you have fired more people. These are the issues that you should be looking at. Not Ukula Sonsomba Edgar Lungu, Mule Ile Teri Rapofi. It is not about Daliso. It is not about Esther Lungu. It is not about Tasila Lungu. It is about Hakainde Hichilema thinking that he can divert their attention. He can verify Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu has said he's ready for you. If you want to remove immunity, remove it. He's ready. But meanwhile, whilst you are doing that, sort out the issues facing the Zambian people. Look at that. Look at that. On those who are dragging, this PF, Kumakoti, na kuisa, challenging Given Lubinda. I want to tell you that Given Lubinda acts for and on behalf of Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu is still president of PF. He's still president of PF. And I know for a fact that Given Lubinda, time and again, consults with Edgar Lungu. He doesn't run his own agenda. He agrees with Edgar Lungu. They confer. So some of these decisions, don't think that Given Lubinda just wakes up and does this. No. They confer. They liaise on what should happen. So, be very careful. Vamaos, be appreciative. Don't be like a hard gun. PF has built you. PF has put you where you are today. And those others who are also like Maos, those who are being planted, those who are, who have got two legs, one leg this side, one leg this side, make your decision. Don't be so undecided like in Twanikan, like Hakainde Hichilema. Where do you belong? If you belong to PF, be in PF. If you belong to UPND, go to UPND. Otherwise, stop being lukewarm. We know you, some of you. And some of you, because we know you that you are traitors. Stop being treacherous. I think I've made my point for tonight. Thank you very much for following. We shall engage again. Thank you and good night.